Out of time, so I'll be extremely brief and just comment very quickly on three of those questions. First, in relation to the security issues, New Zealand has very close relationships with a number of Pacific Island countries, which are amongst those most vulnerable, as we've mentioned. So we do support the loss and damage program under the UNFCCC. I also wanted to note that a significant amount of our Fast Start finance, more than half, has gone to Pacific Island countries, and by far the majority, some 70% of that has been for adaptation projects to build climate resilience and climate resilient infrastructure within Pacific Island nations. So it is an issue that we take very seriously. As far as Japan and the second commitment period is concerned, I think Japan has been very clear and consistent about its decision for the last year and a half, I suppose now, and has made it clear the basis for that decision and the domestic pressures that have led to it. So I think I'd take a slightly different view from Alf, in that the main thing from our perspective, because we respect that national decision, is that Japan has confirmed its commitment to the UNFCCC, to taking action and to do so applying Kyoto Protocol type rules. And that is the message that we have heard and that we would hope is indeed the case for the future. And finally, on the climate skeptics, I do think that those denialists exist beyond the United States, and certainly the press press coverage in Australia, our neighbours, as the government there has been looking to introduce and has introduced a carbon pricing mechanism, has shown that there's plenty of denialists there as well. The thing is, I think that it's going to be impossible for science to prove 100% beyond any doubt whatsoever that climate change is real, human-induced, etc., even though the overwhelming body of evidence says that it is so. So while you've got that tiny, tiny element there, there is room for denialists to try and mount their arguments. I think one of the best things we can do is to reframe the debate, because what gives those denialists purchase, I think, is the fear about the cost to jobs in the United States, for example, cost to an economy to take climate change action. And if we can reframe the debate, and hopefully this is a nice segue into the next session, to be opportunity rather than cost, then I think that that's the best way of dealing with those who would try to claim that it does not exist.
どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. We are behind schedule. I apologize for my poor time management, but over the past 2 hours, we had a very good discussion. Very frank and thought-provoking and insightful opinions were raised by the panel. And the issue we addressed was very huge, so we had a comprehensive discussion. So I am not in a position to wrap up that discussion because that is impossible. However, just one point I would like to say. Actually, I went to Durban as well. Immediately after Durban meeting, I had an opportunity to talk with the private sector people of Japan, and he said we are going to have a grace period up to 2020. At least we have some time available up to 2020. I was shocked to hear that comment. However, today, listening to the panel today, as was mentioned, in developing future regime, there are many challenges we have to address. And already climate change threats are felt by many, many people in the world. So that has to be recognized. We do have to bear in mind that there is a group of people who are vulnerable and who are already threatened by climate change. So I just is going to carry out policy research. That way, we would like to make what little contribution we can. Thank you for your earnest participation for over long hours of 2 hours. Now, please give a big round of applause to the panel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, at this point in time, we would like to take a break. If you go out of the hall, coffee and tea is available. Please help yourself. Also, we have some publications on display in the lobby. We are going to start the next session at 3:35. So please come back by 3:35. Thank you.